This video is an overview of how to replace the front lower control arms on a 1998 to 2004 Audi A6. Remember to work safe and work smart. Work in a well-ventilated area and protect yourself from injury at all times. Before beginning, consult your owner's manual or the appropriate repair manual for your vehicle. Remove driver and passenger sway bar end link fastener. Once lower fastener is removed, pull sway bar down and out of the way. Remove nut from rear lower control arm ball joint. Remove rear lower control arm bushing mounting bolt. If the mounting bolt is stuck, I find it helps to use a pry bar and lever behind the mounting bolt washer to free the bolt. Push suspension forward and remove control arm from subframe. Using a ball joint separator, separate the ball joint from the steering knuckle. Remove control arm from vehicle. Remove nut from front lower control arm ball joint. Remove lower strut mount bolt. It may be necessary to use a hammer and lightly tap the bolt to remove it from the lower strut mount. Remove mounting bolt at front lower control arm bushing. Using a pry bar between the subframe and the washer on the bolt, I slide it out of the bushing into a hole in the subframe and remove it from the vehicle. Using a ball joint separator once again, I separate the front lower control arm ball joint from the steering knuckle and remove the control arm from the vehicle. Feed front lower control arm ball joint stud into steering knuckle, then bushing into subframe. Install bolt for front lower control arm bushing by hand. Do not tighten yet. Install front lower control arm ball joint nut by hand. Do not tighten yet. Install lower strut mount bolt. Do not tighten yet. Feed rear lower control arm into subframe and install bolt and nut by hand. Feed rear lower control arm ball joint through steering knuckle. Install nut for ball joint. Do not tighten yet. Install fastener for sway bar end link. Do not tighten yet. Replace ball joint nuts with new and torque. Bonded rubber bushings can only be flexed to a limited extent. Place suspension under load, or also known as curb weight position, before tightening suspension arms with bonded rubber bushings. In this case, jack stands are used to place vehicle in curb weight position. Replace remaining bolts with new before torquing. Torque remaining fasteners, and have vehicle professionally aligned. Feedback or questions? Visit our online tech forums or our online technical library at bentleypublishers.com.